I'm going to heat up a little bit of vegetable oil into the largest skillet you have, and we want that oil nice and hot. I've got all sorts of fun, different ingredients here that you're going to see. First of all, mangoes, which I happen to love. We try and take a little vacation to Jamaica. We love Jamaica. Every year or a couple of years, it's just a real special treat for our family. And we're greeted in the morning with the most wonderful, fresh, tropical fruits. And that's probably my favorite part of the whole vacation is just a long, leisurely breakfast of coffee and fruits in the morning, overlooking the beautiful view. And one of the things that they typically serve on this tropical fruit platter, mango. And so whenever you can get great mango at the grocery store, I always buy it because it kind of like brings me to Jamaica, even though I can't be there. It's kind of like the next best thing. So, but I don't normally cook with Jamaica or with a mango. So this is kind of fun because we're actually going to, have some mango in the recipe. Now I've got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I've diced up into about 1 to 2 inch cubes, and that's one of the keys. This recipe is kind of like a stir fry, but it has lots of great flavor. But when you want to get dinner on the table in a hurry, which I think we all are, busy these days, so if it's not quick, it's not happening. Cutting your chicken or your pork or whatever you're cooking up into little pieces really helps speed up the process. And you notice how I'm putting this chicken in the pan here. I'm not overcrowding the pan. I'm just placing it around so that the chicken has room to get a little brown. And I've got about 3 to 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Just depends on, this recipe is going to feed a family of 4. And you can always cut my recipes, a lot of my recipes like this one, in half. If you've got, just a couple people, if it's empty nesters, which I long to be one of these days. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm going to get emails about that. I'm kidding. Got one going off to college, though, so then I got one more at home. Ireland's going to be with us for a while, and that's okay with us. Can't imagine an empty house at this point. Okay, salt and pepper. So if you've got more chicken that's going to fit in this pan, you can do this in batches. And I'm going to let that just kind of hang out. The thing with it is I don't want to turn it before it has some nice color on it. See that color? Color is flavor, so that's really what we're looking for. So it's just going to take a minute or so. Don't want to rush it, so I'll be back to you, chicken. Okay, now I'm going to get to work on some of the other ingredients. I've got some fresh garlic here, about 3 cloves of fresh garlic. And I just use the back of a knife and chop it up that way. Now for some fun, different flavor, let me get back to my chicken because I'm thinking we're about ready to flip it over. And you can see how quickly this cooks, because we've got it into small pieces. So that's one of my tips and tricks. Sometimes this is way quicker than waiting for takeout or delivery, just to do it yourself at home. And this dish is actually pretty light. So it's going to be full of flavor. It's fun to get the kids to try different fruits. Whenever we do go to Jamaica, I'm always encouraging the kids to try the mango, try the papaya, try some of those fruits that we're normally not used to eating. So I think that they're really going to like this dish. I mean chicken and fruit. It's not like there's all sorts of crazy things in here. Okay, but another real fun flavor besides the garlic is we've got some fresh ginger. And fresh ginger looks kind of creepy when you see it at the grocery store, but boy, is it flavorful. Piece looks like this, so it comes like this, and basically you just peel it, and you only need a little bit for this recipe. The rest of it you can wrap in plastic and get it in your the bottom drawer with your rest of your produce, and it'll keep for a good couple of weeks. You can also freeze it, and it's great in marinades and stir fries. There's just nothing like the flavor of fresh ginger. But I just like to get a nice piece of it like that, and you can chop it up finely. You can grate it with a microplane. There's lots of ways that you can get it into stir fries and recipes, so I'm just going to give it a quick chop here. It also comes, if you don't want to hassle with this, and I understand it's a weeknight if you're trying to get dinner on the table in a hurry, you can also just buy it already in a jar or a tube, just like you would garlic, and keep it in your refrigerator, and that's really tasty too, and a little bit easier than messing with this ginger root. Ginger also, though, makes a really nice tea. You can drop it in just boiling water, a piece of it, and gives it some nice flavor. They say it's good if you've got a cold. Okay. So our chicken's looking pretty good. At this point, I'm going to remove it to a plate, and we're going to continue making the rest of this recipe. And we'll add it back to the sauce too. So it's not all the way done cooking. It's okay because it'll cook again in this mango sauce, mango and coconut milk sauce that we're going to make. So you can just set this to the side, maybe cover it with foil to keep it warm. And we're going to add, if it needs it, a little more oil, some finely diced onion, and in this case I'm not sure if we even need any more oil. Just want to start cooking that onion just a little bit. Now we're going to add some red pepper for some color. A little bit of salt, just kind of, we're seasoning as we go. Now we're going to get in here our garlic and our ginger. And you know the rule when it comes to cooking with garlic. 30 seconds, keep it moving, moving, moving. We don't want to burn it. Oh, wow, how good does this smell, Ann? The garlic and the ginger and all that great flavor. Okay, now we've got some curry powder. And I want to take some curry powder. Some people like a lot of curry, some people like a little. It's up to you. You can just do a couple of teaspoons. It's a very strong spice. And when you toast it in a skillet like this, it really brings it to life. I know, doesn't that smell amazing? Pinch of cayenne pepper. Just a pinch of that for a little bit of heat. We'll do another little pinch. And now we're going to cool it all down with some coconut milk, just canned coconut milk. Now you want to make sure not get the stuff that you make pina coladas with. That's a sweetened kind of, more like an evaporated milk type of thing. This is what you're looking for, just the coconut milk itself, which is just amazing. Tastes so wonderful. Not expensive. Excuse me, that little bit of cayenne pepper there. Wow. And now we're going to add, just to give this a little bit of tomato and richness, a little bit of tomato paste, which love the stuff that comes in a tube. It's kind of like a tube of toothpaste. And that way you can have tomato paste. If you need it for a recipe, you don't have to open up a whole can. So lots of great different flavor going on here. From the coconut milk to the tomato paste to the fresh ginger. All right, now we're going to just start adding back the rest of our chicken and any of the juices that accumulate on that plate. That's all flavor. Just want to get that chicken heated through, covered with the sauce. We're also going to add 2 mangoes that we've sliced up. We're just about at the finish line here. So yeah, talk about something different for dinner. How fun and different is this? And it's just beautiful, especially if it's the middle of winter and you're craving a tropical vacation, you can't get away. You know what? Make this. It's kind of like the next best thing. Your food can take you to a lot of different places, and it can be a lot of fun if you have fun with it. A little bit of fresh cilantro is what we're going to garnish the top with. If you don't like cilantro, you could do fresh parsley. Just going to give that a chop. And then I love to serve this, and I think the best side to serve this with is rice to soak up all that great sauce. So we've steamed up some white rice here, and it's kind of fun to use an ice cream scoop. Ice cream scoops aren't just for ice cream, to make the plate look real pretty, kind of mound up that rice. Serve this on a big platter, or of course you could do individual. Plates, it's up to you how you want to do that. And then got lots of that great chicken and the curry and the mango. So fruit isn't just for eating in a fruit salad. There's so many things you can do with it. I put fruit in a few of my chicken salad recipes. Of course, it's great in desserts, but try adding a little fruit to some of your more savory recipes to just kind of do something a little bit different.